welcome to the stage the 43rd Governor of the state of Illinois, JB Pritzker.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I want to start today by thanking all of you. You knocked on doors, you made phone calls, you organized online, you rallied the troops, you wrote letters to the editor, and most especially, you recruited candidates and you ran for precinct committee person, and you ran for county board and state rep and state senate. Every single office that you could find in 2018. And guess what happened? We won. In 2018, we didn't just create a blue wave. We created a blue tsunami here in Illinois. Illinois showed the entire nation what happens when Democrats get to work. I want to welcome Speaker Nancy Pelosi. Watching her contend with President Trump every day as Speaker of the House, well, I know I speak for everyone in this room when I say, thank God we didn't send a man to do a woman's job. And speaking of which, thank you for sending me the greatest partner that I could ever have in Springfield, Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton. I want to congratulate Congressman Glenn Pashard. Glenn is one of the kindest people that you will ever know. And he has been leading in Southern Illinois, a leading voice for all of us and for all of Southern Illinois for his entire life. And last year, he traveled to over 60 counties to energize voters and get Democrats out. Glenn, we are tremendously grateful for everything that you have done for the Democratic Party. And to my dear friend, State Representative Jahan Gordon Booth, the pride of Peoria. You are a trailblazer. You've brought youth and vitality and strength to our party, and this last legislative session, the whole state watched you lead with your heart. You make us so proud, Jahan. Thank you very much. Now, folks, there has been a campaign underway in this country led by the other side to try to shame Democrats for being Democrats. You know what I'm talking about. It's the whisper campaign that tries to intimate that because we Democrats think working class people deserve a raise, that we must be against growing the economy. That's wrong. It's the patronizing response that we get when we say that workers should get paid enough so that they can purchase the goods that they make, and that workers should be allowed to unionize if they want to be treated fairly. It's the insidious nature of a campaign by some elected representatives who suggest that Illinois would be better off divided into pieces. That if you live in one part of the state, that you're less patriotic or less American than if you live in another part of the state. It's the suggestion that the solution to gun violence is more guns. It's the code words, the dog whistles, that have changed and adjusted their melody over the years, but they still sing the same old offensive tune. Every time we talk about racism and privilege and the importance of diversity and inclusion, they put on a red hat and they want to say, let's make America great again. It's a president who thinks that we are so blind that we don't see right through his racism and xenophobia. When he tries to cloak it in words like, there are very fine people on both sides, or when he sees 4 powerful women of color who oppose him and he says, send them back. Folks, the days of trying to shame Democrats for fighting for social and economic justice for working families, well, those days are over. We have a robust Democratic primary for president going on right now, and I'm glad to see it, because we are having a much-needed conversation about the future of the National Democratic Party. But right now, there is a battle being waged for the soul of our nation. And in the last 8 months, Illinois has found its anthem. Here in Illinois, we said that workers deserve a living wage so that we can give 1.4 million Illinoisans a much-needed raise. Here in Illinois, we showed that Democrats are the party of fiscal responsibility by passing the first truly balanced budget in a very long time. Here in Illinois, we said a budget is a moral document, and declared that funding for education, for mental health, and for social services are not bargaining chips, but fundamental values. Here in Illinois, we rejected the toxic philosophy of the other side that says that we should tear down government and let our state crumble. And instead, we passed the largest infrastructure investment in Illinois history, putting hundreds of thousands of people to work in good-paying jobs. Here in Illinois, we sent a message to the nation loud and clear with the historic passage of the Reproductive Health Act that we trust women. Here in Illinois, we led the nation again by passing the most equity-centric adult-use cannabis legislation in the entire nation, demonstrating that we can protect our children and our families and reverse the damage inflicted on communities that have been ill-affected by the war on drugs. And here in Illinois, we put a referendum on the ballot that will lower taxes for middle-class families and will reject the blank check that the Republicans are trying to write for their wealthy contributors. Here in Illinois, we believe the people in our government should look like the people that we govern. So we brought the most diverse, inclusive group of talented people into our state agencies and into the governor's office that this state has ever seen. And we're succeeding because of it. Here in Illinois, we built a wall around our country's most sacred and important values. And we told America that we will keep those values safe until sanity is restored to the White House. And if Donald Trump wants a piece of that wall, well, then he'll have to go through me and Juliana Stratton and Dick Durbin and Tammy Duckworth and Lori Lightfoot and Lauren Underwood and Sean Casten and Betsy Dirksen Londrigan and Kim Lightford and Toy Hutchinson and Andy Menard and Lisa Hernandez and Chris Welch and Tommy Raoul and Susanna Mendoza and Mike Harris and Jesse, 85 years young, white. Illinois is once again making history, protecting what's great about our union, and it's Illinois Democrats who are leading the charge, doing what's right and getting things done. During last year's campaign, and at the end of every speech, I asked you one question. Are you ready to fight for Illinois? You answered yes, and we won all across this state. So today I ask you, are you ready to go fight not just for Illinois, but for America? Are you ready for the fight? Let's go get them, everybody. Thank you very much.